morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously okay. So it's now nearly 7:30 in the evening in my neck of the woods in the old UK, my delicious little babies, okay. This is just going to be a quick little video, okay, my delicious little babies. I never went up to go and see our dear little daddy bear, God bless him. I don't know, something just crossed my noddle, my mind, and I just thought, maybe he just, there we are, wants that time on his own, after losing his beautiful little baby, okay? The weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK, God bless his beautiful dear little soul. God bless our beautiful little baby's beautiful little soul, okay? Has been peeing down all day, so there's been no change. Anyway, the reason for my shorty video this evening, my delicious little babies, okay? I had a knock at the door earlier, my delicious little babies, before I was going out shopping, and who it was, it's a dear gentleman. He said, good evening, Carla. He said, could I please speak to you? There happen to be my beautiful dear little friends, okay, up the road. So I said, yes. I says, come on in, come and sit down, okay. And he explained to me, my delicious little baby, so there seems to be a lot today on the 22nd Wednesday, the 22nd of May 2024, my delicious little babies. There seems to be, there we are, a lot going on, okay, my delicious little babies. And he said, I do not know how to tell you this, Carla. I said, well, go on. I said, please tell me. You say, my delicious little babies. He said, I'm 30 years of old. 30 years of old. Okay, my delicious little babies. And I have said that correctly. Okay, my delicious little babies. So, to most, it would be 30 years of age. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? And he has a beautiful, dear little wife-to-be. He has a 6-month-old beautiful little baby and a 5-year-old beautiful little baby daughter from his previous marriage. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes? He said he's been to see, this is just my saying, my delicious little babies, he's been to go and see his friendly quack quack. Okay? Now, what he did not understand, okay, my delicious babies, and this is why, there we are, I'm getting the video out now, okay? So how many will listen, I do not know. Could be 1, there we are, could be 10, could be 15, okay? I do not know. But the doctor has said to him he's had scans and everything, and it turns out, my delicious babies, 30 years of age, as what all of you would, for most, would know it as, okay? He's been having mini heart attacks. There we are. Okay, my delicious little babies, he's been having mini, there we are, heart attacks, okay? Now, I mentioned to him and I gave him a hug, not in that way, my delicious little babies, okay? I gave him a hug and I said, in fact, I gave him 2. And I said, what about when you took 1 a couple of years ago, my delicious little babies? And he said, no, he said, Carla, no. He said, no. He never said I was wrong. He just said, no. He said, that was ages ago. I said, no. I said, no, my little baby, no. Okay? He said, the doctor said I must change my diet. Okay? You know, because, you know, he likes to have a little drink, a little smirk. Well, what's wrong with that? Me personally, I see nothing wrong with that myself, you know what I mean? As long as it's within moderation, of course, okay? But nothing wrong at all, okay? And I said, but it's got nothing to do with that, my little lovely. I said, it's to do, there we are, with something else. But God bless him, what I've been saying on my videos, my delicious babies, ones are just not putting two, there we are, 2 and 2 together. Do you see? And they seem to feel, God bless his beautiful dear little soul, and God bless thousands, millions of others. They're not putting it, there we are, they're not putting it together either. My delicious little babies, do you say? Anyway, it upset my heart. Anyway, so while he was here, I said, would you like a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, a water? Would you like an apple juice? He said, no, I'm all right, thanks, Carla. I said, no. I said, have a juice. He said, all right, I'll have a juice. And I did him a juice. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. And because I'd made some tuna patties yesterday evening, my delicious little babies, okay. I wrapped him up in some tin foil. I gave him one to eat, you know, going up the road. Do you see what I mean? He said, these are lovely. Do you see what I mean? There we are. My delicious babies, you say. And I said, go on. I said, take another couple. I just wrapped them up for him. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay. He said, please. He said, do not tell anybody. He said, what he's trying to do is work his mind, his noddle, through what he has been told. There we are. Okay, my delicious little babies. Okay. Now, he's not... I feel, knowing his beautiful personality, he's not going to deal with it very well, okay? No. It's just so sad. 30. My delicious little babies. Now then. So God bless. God bless you, beautiful dear little soul, my beautiful little baby. Yes, okay, not in that way, not in that way. I happen to love, God bless them all, the beautiful dear little family, yes. I asked what his dear little wife to be, what her thoughts were on hearing the news. And he said she has really not said much at this point of, there we are, at this point of time, my delicious little babies, okay? Although she did ask him not to get, okay? Because she personally did not take, do you see? But very sadly, for his beautiful dear little soul, her beautiful dear little soul said no, and his beautiful dear little soul, there we are, said yes. But he did it because somebody else, there we are, was pressuring him to do it. Do you see? But he did not want to do it. Okay, my delicious little babies, do you see? But yet, very sadly, now this is what's happening. Mini heart attacks, my delicious little babies, okay? So right now, it's a beautiful little family that they are. There we are, they're finding a way to work this out. Okay, which means that at this point in time, he's even had to, there we are, leave his job. Well, because of this situation. Okay, my delicious baby. So this is very sadly another situation. Like thousands, God bless, and like millions, God bless, and God bless his beautiful dear little self. and his beautiful dear little family. Okay, my delicious babies, and please can we keep, for whoever prays, can we please keep everybody around the world, okay, no matter where anybody lives, in our prayers, okay? There we are, my delicious babies, okay? Because, excuse me, once you've got that situation now, there we are, isn't it? You know, you've got a problem. There we are. Do you see? Because if your heart is not working the way it should, like you've got, you know, the aortas, do you see what I'm saying? Yes, it's like branches, there we are, of a tree. Okay, so you've got, you know, they're like little stems, okay? And if they're not all working correctly, well, there we are, you've got a serious problem. There we are. Okay, my delicious babies, I can only hope and pray, please, dear God, Jesus Christ in Nazareth, that he's going to be all right. But this is a young gentleman with 2 little babies, you know, beautiful little babies and a beautiful little wife to be, and his beautiful little, what we call our little sons and daughters. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies, yes? I mean, that, he was in shock. When he came round to me, there we are, my delicious babies, there we are, he was in shock. Because that was not the type of news that he was expecting to hear. And he said, well, I thought that, he said, that you would normally have a pain going down your left arm. He said, that's what I've always heard over the years. And the doctor said, no, it does not have to be that way. I wonder why, my delicious babies, I wonder why. Do you see, I'm not shouting at you, my delicious babies, I'm just saying. Do you see how the goalpost moves now then? There we are, isn't it? You see? Then anyway, just let you know, so I did a bit of shopping. Okay, my delicious babies came out. I never noticed at first because I was too busy, you know, ordering my taxi and everything. And, oh, there's a beautiful little baby, a beautiful little, oh, she was like a kind of a brown and a white. She was a little, you know, Staffy, a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Oh, she's so beautiful. She's so small. God bless her. Anyway, so then her owner came out. You know, he tied her up, you know. I mean, I've never wanted to do that, my delicious babies, because for myself, I'll be absolutely worried sick. You know what I mean? That somebody would take my beautiful, delicious little Ruby Tuesday. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, okay, because my beautiful little Maisie Moo can walk herself, as you know. But I just wouldn't trust it. Anyway, so I happened to see the owner, and he brought out, you know, a packet of chicken, you know, and his little beautiful little baby he'd opened it up, you know, and she was eating the chicken. And I said, is she all right to stroke, you know, to give her a little stroke? And he said, yes. He said, you know, she's fine. And I said, no, I said, I'm not going to stroke her. I said, while she's eating, you know what I mean? Because sometimes with little babies, you know, if they want something to eat, it's not really very good to stroke them or anything while they're eating, okay, because they just want to concentrate on what they're doing. Plus, you know, for the majority of little babies, you know, there we are, because I know in my beautiful little Ruby Tuesday, because I used to look after other dear friends, little sons and daughters, and oh no, you had to put the food in different rooms, okay, their meals, because otherwise, you know, my little Ruby, okay, she'd go for you. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies, okay? Because what's hers is hers. And if she felt like somebody else was coming near, well, there we are. She'll attack. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, so I waited until a beautiful little baby had had something to eat. And then I said, is it all right to stroke her? You know, he said, yes. I said, what's her name? I said, you know, I just wanted to know her name. And he said, Luna. I said, oh, how beautiful. I said, well, I've got a beautiful little Springer Spaniel called Little Ruby Tuesday. And he said, oh, thank you. I said, let me shake your hand. I shook his hand. It was very loose. I said, a thing with me now. I said, I do not like a loose handshake. You see what I mean? My delicious babies. Anyway, so I said, how old's your little baby? He said, she's 2. I said, well, I hope she hasn't had any babies. You see, my delicious little babies, okay? Because I happened to look, you see, and it looked to me like a little teats underneath. I never said anything. I just looked. I said, well, I hope that she hasn't had any little babies. God bless her. Do you see? I said, has she been neutered? He says, well, no, not yet. And I said, well, really? I said, you know, not saying it to be wicked, my delicious little babies, okay? But there's way too many, God bless the beautiful dear little souls, too many puppies born in the world. There's ones in these putrid, wicked farms, okay, where they have them all cooped up together. You're talking beautiful little cocker spaniels, everything. And I know, because I've met others, there we are, who've had rescues from these places. There we are, my delicious little babies. That's how I know, you see. There we are. Do you see? Okay. So obviously we do not want to put her through that trauma or situation. Do you see? Okay. Of course, when I go back decades, you know, it was never like this, how it is now. I mean, there's this breeding, there we are, that breeding, the next breeding. They're breeding all different kinds of beautiful, dear little babies together, you know, and creating, God bless these concoctions. I'm so sorry to have to say it that way, my delicious little babies, okay? But it was never like that decades ago, no. So I'm not saying it to be wicked, my delicious little babies. It's just that little beautiful little babies, they're not just for Christmas or for birthday. They're for life. For the life that you and I have. They're here for that reason. Do you see? My delicious little babies. Anyway, so beautiful little Luna. She was jumping up me and everything. Anyway, so I bought some treats, my beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday, because we're beautiful and delicious little Maisie. She's already got her treats, okay? So, and I said, let me just take a couple out, because he had another beautiful little baby at home. So I said, you know, there's one for your little baby there, little Luna, and one for your other one. I said, because I do not like to give one without the other. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? And I was talking about the rescue. That's what I was talking about, you know, not to put her through that trauma. Do you see what I mean? And he said, well, it's strange that you should say that. His name was Billy, by the way. I said, my name's Carla. Nice to meet you. He did give me a firm handshake in the end, my delicious little babies. Do you see? But he said she's actually a rescue. He said, because I happened to be walking down the street. He said, and her owner was beating her in the street. This beautiful little baby who was kissing my face this evening. Outside the shop, my delicious little baby was outside the supermarket, do you see? So he went up to your man there, apparently. This is what he told me. It was only a very short conversation. He said he went up to your man there. He said, look, he said, I've got 40 quid on me, 40, I'll call ka-ching, 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 squids. He said, sir, give me your animal now, so that there we are, I can look after her properly. He said, either that, he said, or, he said, I'm going to beat you. That's what he said. My delicious little babies. So he was done telling the owner to this beautiful little Luna, beautiful little Staffordshire Bull Terrier now, yes? And he said, I'll beat you. So, you know, how's it going to go? Do you see? So he give the 40, ka-ching, 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 squids. And he took little Luna. And she's so beautiful, if you could have seen her. And then, you know, like I said, she was waiting very patiently outside the shop. I never seen her at first. She was so tiny. You know, I've noticed with the little staffies, they're getting smaller for some reason. Like little staffies used to be quite, you know, like tongue. You know what I mean? That's what we call tongue, my delicious babies, you know. But they're getting smaller. Okay, but she's so beautiful. I mean, she was jumping up me, you know, and kissing my face. I've got no problem with that, my delicious babies. Now, others out there okay? Because you're always going to get others, aren't you? My delicious babies, where they say, you must never let an animal kiss your face, you know, they lick the backsides and then they're, okay, let me just go back decades, shall I? I'm 50, okay? And even my own beautiful little mama bear, God rest you, beautiful dear little soul, mama bear, how I love you, sir. Even she said, you know, she trusts our little beautiful little baby sons or daughters more than she does mankind. My delicious little babies, do you say? But she always said, there we are, and I've heard over the decades as well, that if you've got a cut and you let one of our beautiful little babies, whether it be, you know, I do not like to call, well, you know, because they call them dog, anyway, you know, one of our beautiful little babies, you let them lick that cut, whether it be a little pussycat or whether it be our other little babies, yes, okay? And you let them, I tell you what, there we are, it soon heals. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? So what they're talking, there we are, is effing crocker sharp, because what's on the end of their tongues, God bless their beautiful dear little souls, is like an antiseptic. There we are. Do you see? My delicious little babies, our beautiful little Luna, no, I never had no problem at all. She just jumped up me and she was kissing my face. I had no problem at all. So if anybody listening to my video appears to have a problem with that, well, F off. Move from a channel. I don't want to know, because I'm 50. There we are. And let me tell you, any beautiful little baby, our sons or daughters, who's licked my face, licked my hand, do you see what I mean, has never done any harm. It's only what the effing putrid and the putrid little lackeys put out. Do you see? My delicious little babies. Anyway, so that's the end of my video. But how beautiful to meet that beautiful little baby Luna. Do you see? And she was so happy. She'd had a chicken, you know, and, you know, her Erna. And she was so happy just to be with him, you say. But good on you, Erna. Because let me tell you know, nobody would want to meet me now then if I happened to see somebody beating their animal in the street. Let me tell you. They will get, let me tell you, there we are, old-fashioned Jamaican saying, there we are, what the duck gives them. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Because that's what happens, you see. You see, because they feel so inadequate, because they're a piece of shit, yes? They probably treat others, including their own mothers and fathers, brothers, sisters, whoever now, okay? They treat them like shit, and then they kick shit out the beautiful little babies. I'm flipping wicked and putrid and evil. So it's a good job your man there. There we are. Seeing the other man there. There we are. Before I did. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Or before somebody else. Yeah? Okay? And that's all I want to say, my delicious babies. Until my next video. Yeah, I just wanted to mention everything. But yes. Just been one of those days, I feel. But my heart goes out to my beautiful dear little friends there up the road. And, you know, it's beautiful to see little Luna. There we are, that she's got a beautiful little home. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? But there's so many different things now, yes, going on, there we are, in the world. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? And it's like you've got to constantly catch up, there we are, catch up. Okay? But who has caused this? And the putrid little lackeys, do you say? My delicious little babies, do you say? Anyway, I've just heard actually earlier. There's the president of Iran, yeah. There's everybody out in the street, okay, to do with his funeral, God bless, okay. Anyway, so until my next video, there was no lights today, my delicious little babies, okay. Just wanted to let you know, okay. But yeah, real sad. Here we are, what's going on. Okay, my delicious little babies, it's just so sad. You know, so when some, God bless her, tucked up in their beds, in their cots, as we'd say in the old Irish, you know what I mean, in your cot, there's somebody else getting a beating, there's somebody else being tortured, there's somebody else being starved, there's somebody else suffering. Do you see? So I'm not here to depress, upset or offend, you know, anybody. I'm just, there we are, done saying it. that, you know, ones need to, you know, in the world, you know, we do have our delicious little babies who are very thankful and grateful. However, there we are, we have so many who are damn ungrateful. There we are. Damn mean, damn ungrateful, and nasty. There we are, pieces of work. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? So what we need to do is all come together, okay, and our beautiful little babies and creatures great and small, little and large birdies, little and large animals, and our little sons and daughters and mankind, to come together, yes, there we are, so that we can work together and we can, there we are, love one another, instead of all the drugs, instead of everything else that's going on. We just do not need that. But we know, there we are, who's caused it. You see what I mean, my delicious baby? So it's a lot of work, but I do believe, there we are, that we will get there. I genuinely, to my heart, there we are, believe that. Okay? Because you gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Anyway, so until my next video, my delicious babies, good night. God bless wherever you are in the world. Wishing you morning, afternoon or evening, okay? Wherever you are. You just take care of yourselves now. Please try to take care of others. It's all about, there we are, love and respect for others. There we are. And that's what seems to be lacking in parts. Do you see? Because ka-ching, 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 greed, there we are, has taken over. This is not good. This is not good at all, my delicious little babies. We need to turn it around. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? And I do believe, there we are, it will take some work, there we are, but we will get there. There we are. I genuinely believe so. Okay? So, until the next time, good night, God bless, so much love, so much protection to each and every one of you. Peace, love, harmony and bright blessings. Thank you for listening, okay? God bless. Take care. Night night. God bless.